Hi everybody, welcome back. I've not seen you all for a while, so I thought I'd just pop on and let you know what I've been doing. I've been doing this very detailed drawing, and I'm just showing you here how difficult it is when you haven't got much space, how difficult it can be to actually set up a large drawing. So I bought this expensive paper. It's nice and thick. It was from Jackson's over in here in the UK. Beautiful big roll. I've cut it down so that it's almost like not too much, it's not too broad on the width, so that I can use it almost like a concertina book but on a bigger size. But the idea is I still want to keep my drawings quite small, but filling up this large sheet. I'm not going to be over precious with it, but here I am, I'm just like pinning it to the wall, literally just pinning it to the wall, because I don't mind about like sometimes lying on the floor, sometimes kneeling, sometimes sitting on a chair and things like that. But where you can see my hand just now, there's a set of stairs right behind me. So that's just like the landing part at the top. So it is a bit scary doing this bit. And I'm just putting drawing pins in the wall, and not ideal, I know, but this is an old wall now and it all needs repainting anyway. It's my art studio, so ideally it would be better to mount it onto a board, but this is all so rough and raw, and I want to keep it that way. So I don't want to be too overly precious with this drawing. I just want to be in a position where I can come up into my art studio and then just be able to sit and draw, basically. And so here we have it. I'm just pinning it to the wall, just taking my time and relaxing. And then I've left on the far side where you've just seen me put that drawing pin in about a foot all the way down, because that part then can be, that's the part that's showing myself where it's going, where I'm going to be. That's the edge, the very edge of the drawing. And anything I want to try out in pencil or pen, I can try it out past that line. And I've done the same on the other end. I've cut off enough that the roll isn't heavy, where you can see that I am now. It's not heavy at all what's left. There's only about 2 foot left on that roll, I would say. Maybe a bit more, but it's just like very, very light. So I thought I'd just pin it to the wall and just relax then and be able to enjoy it. You see, I had to turn the whole drawing around, which was not easy, and that's what you're seeing me doing now, because the stick was in, the log rather, was in the top left hand corner, and I wanted it in the bottom right. But to work on it, I wanted it up there, so because I wasn't sure at first. So I've just speeded it up a bit here, just so that it doesn't get too boring for you to watch. But I just wanted to show you what I actually did, because it's not easy setting things up. The drawing pins keep falling out and things like that, and doesn't make it an easy job for you. And I have to be so careful because I've got dogs and I don't want them to stand on it. So finally I was able to sit and do a little bit, and gosh, it was lovely to have it at that level, really nice. And then I tidied up a little bit and had a drink and sorted out my pens, and yeah, I'm all organised now. So you can see where the scribble is on that right hand side there, so I can use that part for anything that I want now. So if I do want to frame this at the end, if I do, I say, then at least I can measure it from that size. So this just showing you my pens a little bit and a little bit of the drawing. The right hand side of the drawing still needs to have the detail added. I did add a little bit of paint to that earlier, so that was good, just to get a little bit of an effect from the distance. Yeah, so I just thought I'd come on and show you. So I hope you're all busy and keeping going with your art. Have fun, and yeah. Here's a little bit of a close-up of it, and you can see the details starting to come now, so very enjoyable. Yeah, this was when it was in the top left. Since then I've turned it round, obviously, and yeah, it's a lot lot better now. The thing about that far side with that drawing extra, sometimes I want to try them all out, although I have got a massive sketchbook that's handy if I do want to try something out. But like for mono printing and things, you know, I can get the excessive paint off before I put that on, so put it actually onto the drawing. So yeah, really enjoyable morning and been busy. And now I can just come up the stairs into my studio and just draw whenever I want. So the hardest part's done now, because this is the way round that I want the drawing. You see, at first I didn't know which way round I wanted it, and now that I do, I can progress on from here now. There might be some mushrooms coming yet, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, like I said, very, very enjoyable. Okay, bye.